So
But less than 16 strength. Not that impressive. Just saying.
what do you mean less than 16 strength?
If you add it up, you know, if it was 16, then it would have been a plus 10.
No, it
No.
is 16.
I was wrong.
Yes.
Let us
No,
continue.
the strength is 18.
Yeah.
Why should I have a plus 4? Yeah. Yeah.
You are right.
I'm the DM. I'm always right. Ding. Just
All hail the DM.
Just kidding. Yeah. So yeah, you're chugging them down, and you don't even feel it. It's fine.
Cool.
I mean, of course, you're getting a bit tipsy. I mean, no endurance in the world is gonna stop you from getting a bit tipsy from all the alcohol you're chugging down your. But you're still, in control of your own, of your own self.
That's good. How are my mateys doing?
What?
My drinking buddies.
Oh, they're passing out one by one. but everyone wants to drink with you because you're doing so well, and everyone's like, "Why didn't you join the freaking drinking contest? Like, you could have won a fortune with this." Like, yeah.
We're not in this for the money.
Yeah.
We only care about the blacksmiths.
But that's what they're saying to and they're like asking all kinds of questions, like in drunken stupor. So like, what's it with the Rex? And who are you? What are you doing here? Why didn't you join the drinking contest? How is it that you can chug down so many beers? Have you trained on this? What is your training method? Why haven't you joined the drinking contest? And they're like coming and passing out, and new people are coming in. Yeah.
And it just gives them vague answers.
Yeah. You don't have to roll a bluff. They're too drunk out of their minds to.
And I kind of walks up to them and goes, "Whoa there, Malgar. You're trying to knock out the entire inn? Or the entire
Yeah.
town?"
Yeah. That's my goal here.
Oy, good luck with
If you
that.
want to knock out the entire it, you're gonna have to roll a new endurance check. Because they are feeding you drinks, so eventually your endurance check doesn't cover it anymore.
While she's rolling, Anna tries to spot a random red shield there.
You keep
That's so
drinking. Yes.
average of you.
Yeah, and goes like, "Have you seen Jonathan?"
Jonathan, you say?
Yeah.
You notice that this red shield you're talking to is not as drunk as the rest.
That doesn't matter.
He's like, Jonathan. Yeah, I've seen Jonathan around. I believe he was at Uriel's last time I saw him, which was before this whole mess began.
I expect he's getting a scolding, then. I've heard his reputation isn't all that good.
No. You've heard the same. Or we've heard the same.
Yeah. What? You
But
here
yes,
to
I
drink as
believe-
well?
I believe he's at Uriel's. He still should be there. I believe.
I don't envy him, she said.
No, you don't know what that Uriel does. You never know.
He seems like a decent enough new boss.
Oh, he's decent, alright, as long as you keep to the rules.
Does he make all rules known up front, or is there something I should know?
Oh, he makes rules known up front. It's quite simple, really. Don't cross him nor the red shields, and keep an orderly manner. We are the examples of the citizenry here. So,
Sounds
it's
straightforward.
yeah, kind of like, common sense gets you quite a way.
It's good to know.
Report things if you see them, make sure it doesn't go out of hand. Stuff like that.
Stuff like
Standard guard stuff.
that.
I mean,
You make
we
it
are-
sound so amusing, sir.
we are here to guard the city. in the absence of the actual city guards. It's so dull, but that Baron should have never, gotten into a war that cost him most of his men.
Who are we to stop a Baron from doing whatever he wants?
Yeah, well, it filled our treasury quite right, so our bosses are pretty happy with it, but we, the ones at the bottom of the chain, are feeling
Guarding gates.
of it. It's an unfair world, but it must be done.
I'll drink to that. And she raises up.
At least we're getting paid. Cheers.
Cheers.
And he like clunks with you and
Ding.
well, it doesn't ting because it's not made of glass.
I know. Clunk.
I just thought to get the message across. What happened?
Takes a couple of swigs. Not this is kind of careful. And kind of goes to where she saw Roy go off to. And tries to find Hakon and Roy.
As you go like on the stairs, like you're at the stairs of the inn.
Mhm.
Someone comes down from the stairs. Not particularly a red shield. More like he has like common clothing,
Mhm.
like more peasantry, and he like bumps into you, quite obviously, but keeps walking.
Okay. And then kind of shrugs it off. Says, I have to be quick now to herself, and kind of goes up. Finding.
Can you roll a perception check?
I
Oh my
could,
gosh.
but it's
Oh my
not very functional in my character. You know that, right?
Oh my gosh, perception!
Oh my god!
Something is to be. Or does he just say so to fool with us?
This is gonna be so impressive.
I want you to roll a 20 and notice the blacksmith bumped into you. Oh!
Oh nope, nope.
You wanna make Anna look for something
You didn't
seriously?
even notice the guy running into you.
I was
you did notice the guy,
preoccupied.
but that's it.
If I may interrupt here, because Juhani would like to approach the person that Anna just talked to, just as she is leaving.
Are you close to Anna?
Oh yeah, I've kept around,
All right.
right? And I
See
heard,
the
I
person
overheard.
heading somewhere with a purpose, staring
s-
down.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I meant the red shield she was talking to.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sounded so
yeah.
incredibly posh and mysterious.
Yes, the mysterious, not so drunk red shield.
Yes.
I sort of overheard that, having nothing better to do because I don't drink that much.
Yes.
But I do join him, right?
Yeah, it's a him. It's like this guy with like very defined features in his face, and he's like, it's like he's looking down on anyone. If he kind of looks like this instead
Right.
of just straight into your eye. You know what I mean? That
Right,
type
right.
of person.
Well, I join him and responding to what he just said before Anna left, I say, an unfair world indeed.
Indeed.
It is a shame that there are so few activities that we can do to earn some extra coin these days.
Oh, it's not the coin that is unfair. It is the division of said coin that is unfair.
Hmm.
But even so, it is the order of things.
She nods and takes a sip, very much in thought.
He looks over and says, I see you're not much of a drinker.
Indeed.
Interesting.
But would you like me to get you something?
Oh no, I'm fine. I'm not much of a drinker. Well, not of this ale. It's
Hmm.
so common, so ordinary. There's this inn in this town that serves very special wine that
Oh,
you get something with it, and it's amazing. You're supposed to put it into the wine and then drink it. I recently heard that they had a dwarf visit them who just drank the wine like a savage. It's
oh my.
those dwarves. They're
It is unbelievable, isn't it?
yes.
I see Hakan sneeze in his
And-
sleep.
I just can't believe it. The dwarves they raise these days. I mean, could you imagine that just a few 100 years ago they were the nobles of the races? They ruled this land. They say the noble bloodline of the dwarves is still somewhere out there, but I can't imagine any dwarf belonging to that now with the behavior they've been exemplifying.
I certainly have seen none of that bloodline around here.
They're called. I'm going to look it up in this document because I don't remember. But give me a second.
The guy gets out his laptop.
No, that was DMing. They're called the Word of the Stone, some sort of fanatical group of dwarves searching for the last of their line.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes, it's fascinating that they don't think themselves to be the last of their line. However, it is said they do have ways of detecting the descendants, but it's so yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think there's anyone they could find. They've been searching for ages. You know, they didn't find anyone. I don't think there will be anyone they can find that has remnants of the blood of the true nobles. The nobles of the stone.
Out of character, do I remember which of the two blacksmiths was the dwarf?
You mean the name?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want to mess that up.
I'm going to look it up for you. Give me a sec. I should
believe
just
it-
all remember.
it
this
was Othar, was it
information,
not?
But
I'm sure it was the dwarven sounding name.
I believe it was Othar, but
I think if there's going to be a dwarf out of the names, Othar's going to be the dwarf.
oops, I don't have the file open.
It does sound somewhat short, yes.
Sorry for this. The dwarf is called
Ota.
Othar.
Juhani nods and in agreement and says, "One wonders if such legendary figures like, for example, the blacksmith Othar might be related to that bloodline."
He like, that is a interesting thought indeed, madam.
Dead.
One with such skill and passion for the craft. I don't know of his manners, of course, or of his upbringing, but you know, descendants' bloodlines don't take upbringing into account. I'm sure if there would be a dwarf of the noble line, he would be a likely candidate.
Quite. It is a shame one is not likely to meet him. People like him must be very busy these days.
Yes, I assume so. I assume so.
Though I have heard that him and his colleague do not live too far from here.
I don't know. I didn't really know where they came from. I think they're traveling blacksmiths. They've left their homes, their homelands, far away from them a long time
Fascinating.
ago.
What an interesting idea.
I don't think they have steady homes, like places they call home.
Well, under those circumstances, they must come through big cities like this one regularly.
Yes, perhaps, possibly.
But one would assume that were one to be interested in folks of such excellence, one would hear of such visits.
If they are in town, I'm sure people would have heard of them. Yes. Were they to be in town, they would attract quite a crowd, I'm
That
sure.
was very sudden aggressive touching coming from Melgars.
Unless of course, Johanni says, looking skywards, as if she was in deep thought. Unless of course they came in secret, or were kept in a secret location for their own protection.
That would be quite hard to pull off, but if so, then yes, I would assume if no one would know, no one would go looking for them.
I am new to the city myself, being a traveler of my own, but I have not seen many places one could hide in this city, going unnoticed. So maybe you are right.
My friend, this is a big city. There are many places people could hide people. Or things.
Insight check.
Do you,
You know
want
what?
an insight check on
That
this?
cough.
He has a point there, my fellow. I will roll an insight check there.
While this conversation is going on, Anna has told Roy that she knows where Jonathan is if he still wants to know.
Oh yeah, I would like to meet Jonathan.
And he's most likely getting scolded by Juriel as we speak.
Never mind, I would not like to meet Jonathan at this particular moment in time.
But you
have
could
no
wait for
clue,
him
John.
outside town when he comes out.
Roy, can you roll a perception check?
Yes, I can. It's one of the few things I can do.
Welcome to the club. Look at my inside. It is less than ideal.
But no, Johan, you have no clue. Whether he lies or tells the truth.
Aw.
What's with our
Too
rolls
bad.
today?
Well, at least I threw average.
We're getting the low ones out the way for later on.
That must
Roy,
be it.
you notice a small piece of paper falling out of Johan's.
Sorry, that was
Sorry.
quite quiet.
You notice a small piece of paper falling out of Anna's hand.
How did I not notice this?
Because of a perception.
Roll a 3.
Oh wow! Oh
Yeah.
wow! Out of your hand.
That's so bad.
Yeah, I did not feel that, I don't know.
She's
You need
got
like a
like
roll of 4.
like
I was just
gloves
holding
on,
something
right?
without thinking.
I pick up the note.
I look completely flabbergasted at it.
Do the impression. How
I
would you look?
can't, I'm smiling too much at the moment.
That's what it says.
Wait. Well, only. Oh. I honestly.
Aww.
No!
He
Right.
reads the note.
Now you know how we felt when you were finding all them cool notes in that thing.
I know. And at least one of you now knows how I felt.
That's wonderful. I have no idea what that means.
And
I
goes, what
show
is
this
that?
to Anna.
Well, everyone will see
I-
if you type that somewhere, though.
Yeah, I show the note to Anna.
You may have to text me, DM, because it will
Yep,
show up on stream everywhere.
I'll whisper Anna what the note says.
No, don't do that! Everyone can see that, man.
Oh, right, yeah. Right.
I'll write it down or give me a text on my phone. I have it here, whatever.
I don't have it. I don't have my phone on. Oh, you can't switch your Skype, right?
No, I'll bring a piece of paper.
This is going to improv.
Goodness sake, DM.
Goodness sake.
Someone did not think this through.
I don't have my phone on. Oh.
You guys are bad.
Streamception. Ta 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 ta.
Oh my gosh. And the note has 6 paragraphs on it. And DM now has to. Oh well, that's it. Oh well.
Come on, Lewis. Come on.
While she's doing this,
Well,
I roll like a history or something to see if I know anything about this.
you need to roll an intelligence check
Ah,
to see
That's
if you know
okay with
anything about
me.
this. But while this goes on, Johanny, you are still with the guy, right?
Bloody hell, yeah.
Well, you don't know whether he's lying or not. What do you do? Do you want?
Oh, bloody them. I nod thoughtfully. And I say, after quite a while, because I'm busy by just being distracted by the rolls. I say, well then, I shall leave you to your business.
And a good day to you too, madam.
I nod and leave the table to
Yeah.
go upstairs.
Kyle, that thing you had with the voice of the Baron's sidekick, I have with this red shield. I can't listen to it.
I think he's doing that on purpose.
So now I know how you felt.
I think the bread vendor was probably the worst of it. The bread vendor, I just could not compose myself. Like I thought that the Baron's assistant was bad until the bread vendor.
And in return, you're literally composing yourself as the bread vendor now. It is ironic.
The irony. So
Well, I will join them upstairs.
was Roy still in the room with Anna there?
Yeah,
Yes, I had just showed you the note.
yeah, because this happened when he saw the note fall out of your hand and showed you the note. The conversation ended. That's basically the same time.
No, you go the bread vendor, someone who sells bread. Broodverkoper.
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 Bread merchant. Bread.
Just so you know,
Bread
guys,
shopkeep.
Hugo is Dutch, so we gave him the Dutch translation there. I think we need to pay someone a visit, or we're being summoned or something.
Am I in the room yet?
I don't know.
You arrive at the door.
Is the
Are
door open?
we?
I don't know. Did any one of you shut the door?
Can I roll for another endurance?
Yeah, I
or can-
shut the door, but it's not locked or anything. Just I shut the door.
Are there other people? I assume there are other passed out dwarves and possibly other people in this room. We never did ask.
There are no possibly other people, just 3 passed out wolves.
Can I
Standard.
roll
This
a,
is so
um,
wrong.
Standard in room.
Yeah. Johnny, what do? You
I
stand in front
enter
of-
the room
You enter the room.
and notice the two of them looking at each other with a piece of paper.
Just out of curiosity, before you guys continue in the room, Melgar, are you still drinking?
Yes.
Roll an endurance check. Because you've been drinking for a while now.
I'm sorry, Nate.
Conversation.
He's not letting you do that. Only the drinking ones get to roll.
Oh God! We're seriously impressed now. Like a bit more than half the inn has been passed out. We're seriously impressed.
I imagine the
pile
place
of
being
people
like
sleeping on the
just
street.
people coming through, passing out onto a pile.
No, they're not passing onto a pile. They're like sleeping on the streets, passed out on the streets and stuff. And like Melgar is standing there, all in between the passed out people. And this bartender man, he's like, "Wow, amazing."
Just keep it coming, guys. Just keep it coming.
If we ever need to rid ourselves of evidence, Melgar can just drink it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I
But,
enter the room and
yeah.
see the two of them with their piece of paper.
Yep.
I raise an eyebrow.
I show the paper to Giovanni.
Oh, send me something somewhere.
Well, I
can
can
open
tell you
Skype.
now, I guess. Because Anna's going to say it out loud as he shows it. As she shows it to her. Genders are confusing in this game, right? And it's just like, well, Mokat wants to see us apparently, or someone wants us to go see Mokat. Because that's the name on the piece of paper.
It just says the name.
Mokat.
It does not seem like a normal summoning.
No.
I
He
mean,
wasn't this mysterious when we met him at training.
Oh yeah, he's the Goliath trainer.
You're not
Yeah.
here. I'm sorry.
He was the Goliath trainer. So I
Juhani raises the other eyebrow.
I don't know when I got this piece of paper. Probably when that guy was running into me at the stairs, but I don't know. But yeah, it just says Mokat. So I guess
Well,
we
it
search
makes-
for Mokat.
Roy is reminded of the kick me notes that were common in his village growing up, and thought that Anna might be very bad at that game.
I kept this because I'm sentimental like that. This is real. But back to the game.
Aw. No emotional reveals here on Rats in the Basement.
Can I
A
do an
reality show.
endurance roll yet to see if I kind of come out?
No,
my
you can't
stupor?
do an endurance roll.
Did I get his armor off of him?
Yes.
Okay.
The real question is, though, did Hakon put clothes underneath his armor?
Nope, naked.
That's
Do
not
I have a
looking in
third eyebrow
Hakon's
to raise?
direction.
What? What was that? Anna? Oh, but
I do not
Anna is
take note of Hakon's appearance.
Well, that's new. So Anna doesn't either. She's actually not looking in Hakon's direction unless he's under coverings.
All right,
You should cover me, Roy.
let's just say that I put the sheet over him.
thank you. You kept my
Wouldn't
modesty.
want him to think he got sausage for breakfast in the morning.
Oh. I didn't have time. It was after that wrestling with Mocad. Just threw the armor back on without any undergarments.
Well, maybe some of us should go see Mokat and see what's going on. Maybe time is of the essence.
It may be more beneficial for someone sneaky, and I look at Juhani to test the water, so to say.
Juhani does definitely look, I think both of you can tell, uneasy. And she pointed at a piece of paper. Are we sure this is an invitation?
No, but someone gave it to me. how about I go try and find Mokat and you guys kind of follow me out of view if necessary. For in case.
I would
just in
like
case.
to not leave Hakan here by himself. Maybe
And naked.
I may look after him unless you feel that there's a need for my skills.
Well, as you suggested it, I think there's more need for Juhani's skills. If you're up to it, Juhani.